Hey, this is Jim at Broadfield, back to you again this week with a dealer webinar on the new SONY SSD SVG series drives that are now shipping. These drives, we met with Sony at NAB, actually right outside of the Atomos booth, had a great conversation with them and realized that this is a great solution for all of your customers that are using either the Blackmagic cameras or Atomos monitors. These SONY SSD drives are really made and produced for professional video content creators. There are a lot of features in here that aren't common in a regular SSD drive and really is a great add-on sale to Atomos monitors like this one here or any of the Blackmagic cameras and some of their decks. The drive is available in two sizes. You have a 480 gigabyte at $289.68 MSRP or a 960 gigabyte at $544.23 MSRP. These are rolling to us now, so contact Rich, Dan, John, or Angel to get your orders in with us. These are going to be going fast, and it's a great opportunity. These drives, again, are made for professional content creators, so any of your customers that are using the Atomos monitors or the Blackmagic cameras, these are a great add-on for them. There are some nice features here that are designed to meet the needs and the demands of a professional, and we'll go over those a little bit now. I do want to say that they will work in any of the Blackmagic Cinema or Blackmagic production cameras, as well as the HyperDeck Studios and the HyperDeck Shuttle and Multidock. So if you're selling any of those Blackmagic products, this is a great opportunity to attach to those sales or to reach out to your Blackmagic customers and now offer them these drives. They also work great with the Atomos monitors, like the Shogun Inferno I have here. So right inside of this Atomos Master Caddy, I have a 480 gigabyte Sony SSD drive that is built again to the professional specs, has a super high quality, durable connector that we're going to go into a little more detail on, and is really made to not only withstand drops and bounces in a durable housing, but also to cover enough of the professional demands that Sony is confident enough to support it with a 10-year warranty, which is really a great warranty and unmatched on an SSD drive. The key features of the Sony SVG series are its high endurance. At 2,400 terabytes written over the lifespan of the drive, they do estimate that performance over 10 years. And we'll tell you how they get to those numbers. Because it's going to last for 10 years, you have reduced cost of ownership. You don't have to go out and buy 4 drives every 2 years. This one is going to stay around. It has constant fast write speeds, something we've all been preaching to video content creators forever. And it is extremely reliable and made for professional use. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that really is what makes these drives different, is the fact that they were designed for people that are out there shooting video productions and need to have a drive that will not fail on them. Check out this video that Sony gave us to show you some of these features. Okay, so what is TBW, or terabytes written? The memory inside of an SSD drive has a finite number of times that you can write or rewrite to it, or write cycles. Terabytes written is the total amount of data that can be written during this lifespan of the SSD. Sony has measured and rated these two SSD models at 2400 TBW. If you look at this chart, comparing that to some of the other SSDs available in the industry, you'll see from that green bar below what a significant difference that is. If this drive is going to last for 10 years, you don't need to purchase 8 times the amount of 850 Pro drives, or 16 times the amount of the 850 Evo, which is some of the more popular SSD drives being used in the marketplace today. At 2400 TBW, that's a huge advantage and a huge feature if you could get your customers to understand exactly what that means. It is a reduced price in the total cost of ownership. You pay a little bit more for the Sony SVG quality today, and that money will pay off a lot more and be a lot less expensive over the lifespan and the term of that drive. I will mention again later on though, in that 10-year warranty, not only are they warrantying the drive itself, but they do have free data recovery included in that as well. The other aspect that's important for video people is the constant fast write speeds. Just like when you tell the hard drive stories about a RAID versus a standalone drive, we don't care about the maximum speed that you can write to a drive at any particular moment. What we care about is that that drive is fast enough to handle that sustained speed over the entire course of the video production. Minute 20 to a video producer is going to be just as important as minute 2. You want to make sure that your storage is reliable and is getting that perfect take, and that you can pop it out of your recorder, you can pop it out of your Blackmagic camera, bring it back to your post producers, and have them edit and put together all the footage you need and not risk losing any tape from the day or having superior quality of that. The SVG series also increases the number of the program erase cycles with advanced error correction technology. The error correction technology allows them to make sure that these drives are always staying ahead of the video and making sure that that video is being written properly. These drives are highly reliable, not only from the features that we've talked about before that give it the 10-year lifespan, but also just from the build quality itself. I'm sure one thing a lot of people don't take into consideration is the connecting ports on the drive itself. These connecting ports are rated to be inserted and removed and inserted again up to 3,000 times. That means I can put it into my Atomos Master Caddy, pop it into the Shogun Inferno, pop it back out, pop it back in again 3,000 times. These drives are made to last. If you're using inside of a Blackmagic camera, you can pop one drive in, pop it out, pop another drive in right afterwards, or dump that data, pop it back, and you don't have to worry about if you're affecting the quality of the drive because of those connections. You want the connections to be reliable. It would really stink if you still had lifespan left in your SSD, but the connectors themselves were failing. You want to make sure that those connectors lie around. The best analogy that I could use is on your iPhone. If you take that lightning cable and it starts to fray at the end right before the tip, how upset do you get when you need to go buy a new lightning cable just because that cable failed as opposed to connecting it in? You want to know that you could connect that cable in and plug your iPhone at any time. You want to know that you could plug in these drives into your Blackmagic camera and just record. You don't want to have to worry about the connector itself. Let's talk again about the warranty because it is an important one to point out. 10 years coverage on each of these drives with free data recovery. Not only do you get a 10-year warranty, but you get a 10-year warranty from Sony. We know in the professional video space, SONY is a 4-letter word that has a lot of value to a lot of customers. When you get Sony Professional to back a product like this and give you a 10-year warranty with free data recovery on top of that, that's an easy attachment sale for Blackmagic customers and for Atomos customers, or for anybody who needs an SSD drive. We do have full specs available on these drives on our website at broadfield.com, or also from your salesperson. Call Rich, Dan, John, or Angel at 800-634-5178, and we can send you all the specs of these drives, or you can even email me directly, jim@broadfield.com, and I can get you these specs, some competitive comparison charts, as well as information, images, and videos for use on your own websites or in your own sales sheets. These are a great opportunity for anyone that you sell the Blackmagic cameras to, or the Atomos monitors. I hope you saw our email earlier this week where Atomos has their Power Kit promotion going right now, where if you purchase any of the Inferno or Flame units, so a Ninja Inferno or Shogun Inferno, Ninja Flame or Shogun Flame, they're adding a free Power Kit. That free Power Kit is a $150 value. The way you really should be looking at that is that's $150 that you can add to the purchase of these drives. The more Atomos gives away in these promotions, the easier it is to start attaching sales and to have your salespeople start getting some of this money back. These Sony SSDs, Atomos was using themselves in their NAB booth and in every other trade show we've seen them at since then, or even before that. Highly recommend the SVG series professional storage. If you have any questions on these products, give us a call. The 480 gigabyte again is $289.68, and the 960 gigabyte is $544.23. These are rolling to us now, and we are accepting orders. So be sure to call your Broadfield salesperson at 800-634-5178 and get your purchase order in. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week.